Congress's Rahul Gandhi has filed his nomination from Wayanad amid this grand roadshow, and alongside him was his sister Priyanka Gandhi to cheer him on. Well, Rahul Gandhi has certainly evolved as a politician since 2019 to now, a more confident speaker, a public campaigner. But yet, why is Rahul Gandhi not the opposition's prime ministerial face? Well, some leaders in the Congress, including Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot, have all said in the past that Rahul Gandhi is the only alternative, that he is the only one who can take on Prime Minister Narendra Modi. But the line, that very thought, is not fully supported by the Congress cadre through and through. While there are several senior Congress leaders who are rooting for Rahul Gandhi as the prime ministerial face, there are many others within the party itself, seniors, who have a whole different narrative. And one of them, Thiruvananthapuram MP Shashi Tharoor. Well, his tweet that he put out very recently speaks for itself. Shashi Tharoor feels that it's not possible for one individual to counter Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and that the best bet is for a group of individuals to come together and fight the Modi juggernaut. His tweet reads, "Yet again, a journalist asks me to identify an individual who is the alternative to Mr. Modi. The question is irrelevant in the parliamentary system. We are not electing an individual, but a party or a coalition of parties that represents a set of principles and convictions that are invaluable to preserve India's diversity, pluralism, and inclusive growth. The alternative to Mr. Modi is a group of experienced, capable, and diverse Indian leaders who will be responsive to people's problems and not driven by individual ego. Which specific person will they choose to be Prime Minister is a secondary consideration. Protecting our democracy and diversity comes first." The BJP strategy to target Rahul Gandhi over his political lineage as the grandson of former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, and that his lineage is deeply rooted in Indian political history, appears to be a well thought out one. Well, there you have it. Shashi Tharoor does not think Rahul Gandhi alone can take on Prime Minister Modi. He feels a group of individuals and their ideologies and principles collectively can be a fitting fight to Modi. Well, for Rahul Gandhi, it's been really a challenge right from the start. Is he really the prime ministerial face of the opposition or not? It seems like many voices within the party endorsing him as the face hasn't really been struck down. It's fairly endorsed in that sense. And Rahul Gandhi himself hasn't really given a concrete answer or staunchly opposed the idea of being the prime ministerial face. Though he's very softly said he's not interested in the idea, but at the end of it, not a concrete word that's coming from the Congress that he is not the prime ministerial face. Well, but prime ministerial face or not, Rahul Gandhi is certainly the unofficial face of the Congress party at least. And for him, the challenges on that front are many. The fact that the Congress is losing out on its support base across the country, at least a large chunk of it to the BJP. And more importantly, the fact that he lost the party stronghold of Amethi in 2019 Lok Sabha. Well, he managed to retain his Lok Sabha membership, winning by a margin of over 4.5 lakh votes from Kerala's Wayanad, which is considered to be a safe seat. While the Congress has been quietly optimistic that Rahul Gandhi is indeed the PM face of the opposition, the BJP has accused the Gandhi scion of lacking maturity as a political leader and falling back to a safe seat to stay in the Lok Sabha. In fact, the BJP's jibes are quite harsh. They say that he's run away from Amethi. He's come under severe criticism from not just the BJP for having shifted base to Wayanad, where there is a heavy concentration of Muslim population, but also from its own ally, the CPIM, who are questioning his candidature now. Well, one thing's for sure, Rahul Gandhi has indeed emerged from his parents' shadow. He has been charting out the UPA's return to power since 2009. But in the current circumstances, where Prime Minister Modi has managed to project himself as a leader beyond politics, shouldn't Rahul Gandhi also take a firm decision here and put his best foot forward, a best fight forward? Prime Minister Modi is seen by many also as a social, cultural, and even religious icon. But Rahul Gandhi is yet to cement his image even as a political leader. We live in an era where the image and narratives around a politician have become essential to their appeal. But has Rahul Gandhi really gotten entangled in building his image so long? He held two Padayatras, the Bharat Jodo Yatra and the Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra. The first yatra was between September 2022 and January 2023, and the second very recently from Manipur to Mumbai. Well, these yatras were really meant to refresh and rejuvenate the Congress party by and large, for them to connect with the grassroots. But what it ended up being was a great PR exercise, which provided several videos, photo opportunities for Rahul Gandhi himself. No doubt, the yatras may have helped craft a new persona of Rahul Gandhi, but it appears that the Congress lost steam at the wrong time. They did need to build up momentum just ahead of polls and have Rahul Gandhi really at the front, left, right, center of their campaigns and their political messaging, looking to capitalize on the direct connection with the masses that he managed to develop briefly during the yatras. But that was not what really played out. Let's quickly cut across to my colleague Gautam from SoSouth, having this question to political analyst Anand Haridas on why is Rahul Gandhi really reluctant to be the prime ministerial face?
So, Anand, that's the first question. The tweet by Shashi Tharoor and what the way the Congress is progressing right now, or the way they are hurtling into this Lok Sabha elections, does it seem like the Congress and its allies have accepted that Rahul Gandhi will not be acceptable as a prime ministerial face, and are they still hoping for a Manmohan Singh type of arrangement where the Gandhis would continue to call the shots? What is your reading of the situation now?
I saw this tweet of Shashi Tharoor's today morning, and I found it very interesting because we find him to be a very balanced and a very senior politician of the Congress, and I found it to be very interesting because, see, sections within the Congress already know that Rahul Gandhi is not really or he cannot be projected as a PM candidate. He does not stand a chance in front of Narendra Modi. They know that. But at the same time, the party is controlled by Gandhi loyalists. Now look at Rahul Gandhi and what exactly has he achieved in his political career. I mean, personally, when you look at him, he represented Amethi constituency and he had to run away from that constituency. He moved to Wayanad. And Wayanad, he managed to win the elections mainly because of the demographics in that constituency. I mean, that constituency has around 29% Muslim population and 21% Christian population approximately. And also because, the Communist Party fielded a weak candidate at that time during the last elections. So he managed to win comfortably. So the point is, without the Communist Party's support, he could not even have won the Wayanad constituency. That's the reality. Now, this is a man who cannot even win an election on his own. He cannot, on his own strengths, he cannot win. And after having won the elections in Wayanad, he has not been seen in Wayanad at all. He has been traveling around the world and commenting on every single issue that's been happening in the country, except Wayanad. Now, just to give you a small example, recently, there was a sad incident, a tragic incident that happened about the death of a veterinary student in a veterinary college in Wayanad. Siddharth, yes. Now, that matter is still raging, and I've not seen even a single post of Rahul Gandhi's on that matter. Every single politician has commented on it, and this was a very tragic incident, and he has not commented, and we all know why, because the perpetrators are said to be from the student wing of the Communist Party. The matter is still under investigation, so we don't really know who the perpetrators are, but this is the presumption. So he does not want to say anything about it and antagonize the Communist Party because he knows that he cannot win elections without their support in his constituency. So he has kept quiet, taken the easy way out. So the point I'm trying to make here is this is a man who has achieved virtually nothing in his political career over the last 20 years, 25 years. And the party keeps launching him and relaunching him. I mean, we all have seen that happening several times. So that the Congress party and sections within the Congress are still banking on him to take on something as strong as Narendra Modi is a little insensible in my opinion, if I can put it a little lightly. Yeah.
So the coming back to Shashi Tharoor's tweet itself, he talks about now the alternative to Modi is a group of experienced, capable, and diverse Indian leaders who are responsive to people's problems and not driven by individual ego. Which specific person they will choose to be prime minister is a secondary consideration. Is it really though? Is that a secondary consideration in the current day and context in India? Because PM Modi has projected himself as a leader who is beyond politics. He's emerged as a social, cultural, and even a religious icon to some extent. Now we have Rahul Gandhi, who is yet to cement himself as a political leader, in the sense that he built the Bharat Jodo Yatra. There was a lot of talk there. It gained a lot of traction on social media. There were a lot of PR opportunities, but it seemed like they lost momentum at the wrong time, didn't they? And to say that this is not the way forward, there is no alternative to Modi, in the sense that there won't be an individual. This statement is quite bizarre. Or how do you read into this right now?
Bizarre. I mean, yes, that's exactly what it is. Because, see, Gautam, think about it. Countries are transformed by leaders, right? Now, of course, in a democratic setup, in a parliamentary
Yes.
setup, leaders do come from certain political parties. That is true. Now, we do need a strong leader. That is a given. Now, think about Narendra Modi. I mean, we know who all we have had in the past as our prime ministers. Now, Narendra Modi, the kind of camaraderie he enjoys with even foreign leaders, be it with Mr. Trump or Mr. Joe Biden or Giorgia Meloni, or name every single foreign leader, the kind of relation he has managed to build with every single foreign leader says a lot about the fact that he's very focused in his approach. He wants to build relations internationally with other countries, other leaders. So that's what he's doing internationally. I mean, for the benefit of our nation. And look at the team that supports him. Look at our Home Minister. In my opinion, Mr. Amit Shah has been the best Home Minister that we have had in the last several decades. Now look at the way he handled something as complicated and complex as Article 370. Could we have ever imagined that something that complicated could have been handled so smoothly? Uh, and look at Mr. Jaishankar, someone whom I admire a lot. The way he handles questions of the international media and also the domestic media without mincing his words, and the manner in which he handles every single external affairs issue, it's really admirable. So what I'm trying to say here is Narendra Modi has been an extremely strong leader, and he is someone who has been supported by a very strong team. So this is the setup that Mr. Shashi Tharoor should have spoken about in his post. You do need a strong leader. You do need a strong team to support that leader. To say that just a group of individuals can manage a country as complex and diverse as India is just downright preposterous, in my opinion.
Now, my final question is basically, we've also seen today Rahul Gandhi file his nomination. There has been several criticism, even from the left, regarding his nomination. We saw Annie Raja herself say that why is Rahul Gandhi contesting? I'm the local here, and while CPM is supposed to be an ally with the Congress, or they are part of the India Bloc alliance, they are fighting it out in Kerala up against each other. And when these are the sort of issues that this India Bloc alliance is facing, Shashi Tharoor's words sort of fall apart, don't they? When you're talking about to put the best foot forward, you're looking at a group of individuals who are united and not driven by individual ego. But that is exactly what seems to be going wrong with this whole India Bloc in the first place. So it seems like it's ironic that he puts out a tweet when in Kerala such a situation is playing out today.
See, Gautam, the fact is, we all know there is a lot of dissent within the Congress. And this India alliance that they have floated, what exactly is their alliance? Who is there in that alliance? We are still not sure. Mr. Nitish Kumar, who was one of the founder members of that alliance, is with the NDA right now. Mamata Banerjee, who was with the alliance, is no longer there, or she has opted out of it. So who exactly are the alliance members? We don't know. Yes, Communist Party and the Congress are still there, and they're fighting each other in Kerala. And the funny thing is, wherever the BJP is strong, they come together. Now, looking at Kerala, as you mentioned, Rahul Gandhi has filed his nomination, and apparently there is a strong candidate who has been fielded against Rahul Gandhi there, Annie Raja. Now look at Thiruvananthapuram for that matter. Shashi Tharoor is there, and Communist Party has fielded Mr. Panniyan Ravindran there. Panniyan Ravindran is seen as a strong leader there. So they're fighting each other, but then, I really strongly suspect that once again there would be some kind of cross voting. This is what happened during the last elections, because wherever the BJP is strong, they have some kind of a backdoor arrangement because during the last elections, I don't know if you remember, in Thiruvananthapuram, there was a very strong candidate, BJP candidate, Mr. Kumaran Rajashekharan.
Yeah.
He's someone who's, very clean and someone who has done a lot of social work to uplift the downtrodden in the society. And he had a very strong chance of winning from that constituency, but the Communist Party fielded a very weak candidate, and eventually Shashi Tharoor won. So what I'm trying to say here is this is an alliance. It's an alliance of convenience. Wherever the BJP is not there, they fight each other, and wherever the BJP comes in, they have some kind of an arrangement to defeat that particular BJP candidate. Because eventually they want to come together, and there is nothing in common. There is no common agenda. They don't have a common manifesto. They don't even know who all are there in their alliance, and yet they are together because they're driven by only one thing: their dislike or aversion for Narendra Modi and the BJP, and nothing else. And of course, they did not have any difference of opinion when it came to the eradicate another controversy, which is a different matter altogether. But yeah, I did not see any dissent there. That thing came up, and nobody said anything against the DMK at that time. So yeah, apart from that, there is nothing else that is there in common between the alliance members. So do you think it can all stay together? It's only a matter of time before it's all gonna fall apart. I don't think they stand a chance at all.
All right. So, not mentioning your words there at all, Anand Haridas, thank you so much for joining us today. Basically, where we are talking about whether Rahul Gandhi should be projected as a prime ministerial face, and why is the India Bloc Alliance not willing to do so. And we are living in an era where image and narratives around a politician have become essential to their appeal. But Shashi Tharoor does not seem to agree with it. So the answers to these questions will no doubt be answered by June 4th when the election results are announced. So for now, thank you for joining us today on India Today SoSouth.